3 ways to make money on Instagram in 2019. So why Instagram? Because you can do things like this where you get 800,000 views on a video, 1,500 followers in a single day, and the entire population of like San Diego sees your content in a single day. That's the possibility on Instagram. When's the last time you saw somebody doing that on Facebook? And guess what? You can monetize it. So I'm going to give you 3 ways to make money on Instagram in 2019. There's over a dozen ways that you can generate at least 5 figures per month on Instagram. I want to just show you 3 specific ones that are trending now that are really awesome to do, and they're super fun. So way 1 to make money on Instagram in 2019 is for repost accounts. These are for the people that don't want to make their own content, don't want to be on camera like I am right now, don't want to go on Instagram Live, don't really want to brand. So what you do here is you pick a niche. Could be luxury, could be motivation, could be travel, could be Bugattis, could be real estate, could be really anything. Cooking, baking, could be DIY, could be cosmetics, could be makeup, could be men's fashion, women's fashion, okay? You can see there's a plethora of opportunities here. So you pick a niche. And what you do is you find accounts that are in that niche that are like really, really, really good. You start getting some examples of really good content. You start seeing the successful accounts growing and what type of content they post. And then you go over to the Explore page. It's probably popping up right now. The Explore page is where that little magnifying glass is. So if you have an Instagram app, okay, click that magnifying glass. That's the Explore page. That is where all of the trending content that particular minute is posted on Instagram. So it's the most popular of the most popular content at that particular moment in time on Instagram. And if you look at the top of the Explore page, you'll see that there's a whole bunch of categories. It might say style, it might say fashion, it might say cosmetics, it might say shopping. You pick one of these. So say you're like, okay, I want to do cosmetics. When you click that on the Explore page, now it's going to bring up all of the best trending content in the cosmetic niche on Instagram. So what you do is you start picking all the content that you like that's got thousands of likes, hundreds of comments. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for the most popular content that the Instagram community has already clearly proven, hey, we love this. So you find that on the Explore page, and then you start posting it on your account. So now, all of a sudden, you've got all of these really, really cool, valuable pictures, videos, and you're posting it on your Instagram account. People are naturally going to start coming to that because the very community that you're posting to has already deemed that they love this. So you start picking up targeted likes, targeted comments, targeted followers. All right, people start engaging on your account. And then what you do is you start offering products in that niche. That's very simple to do. This is called e-commerce. It's online retail. Retail is almost a $1 trillion industry in 2019 now, and almost $180 billion of that is because of online sales. Very few people are taking advantage of it on Instagram, and the last time that we did this, and the last time that one of my students did this, it looked like this. Should be popping up right now. You should see $59,000 on the screen in just a few weeks' time, okay? Here's some other examples of people that have trained that have done this, and these are the results that they're getting, okay? Simply by finding a niche on Instagram, posting extremely valuable content in that niche on Instagram, which attracts followers, and then dripping products in that niche on their account, and then giving people a call to action to be like, hey, click the link in my bio, 25% off now, go buy this. And that simply is a matter of finding these products. And there's a whole bunch of hidden online retailers that you can find these products on. You can find them on Oberg, you can find them on Thief, you can find them on Alibaba, okay? You gotta understand how to find trending products and make sure that what you're posting is a proven seller. But the simple fact of it is, okay, if you wanna make money with e-commerce on Instagram, here's a really great method, okay? You do a repost account. You go onto the Explore page, you find content in one niche. You click that little magnifying glass, and then you go up to the top, select a niche, something I would recommend that you are passionate about, that you can get into. Like maybe you love makeup, maybe you love luxury, maybe you love like men's fashion and watches and wallets and things like that. So you pick that niche, and then you go over to that Explore page and you look at all the content in that niche. You start cherry picking the best of the best content and you post it on your profile. Some questions I get asked is that accepted? Is that okay to do? When content is posted on Instagram, it's known as public domain. Public domain is fair game. It's a free-for-all. Anybody can use it. What you do want to do is give photo credit to like whoever posted that picture. So if you found a picture on the Explore page and clearly like here's the person that posted it, somewhere in that caption a little bit down lower, just give them photo credit, like photo credit to at this account, okay? It's really simple. So now you just start posting all this valuable content in this one niche on your Instagram account, and you're going over and maybe creating a Shopify, all right? And you're lining up a whole bunch of products that are in that niche. And as you continue posting all this valuable content in that niche and giving captions that are valuable, like this makeup is really good because like it doesn't stain, or like I don't know anything about makeup, or this makeup is really good because it doesn't cause any irritation on your skin. You can get 25% off right now. Click the link in bio. And you start posting this valuable content, and every so often you drip in your products. And people are already engaged on the account because they love that. So then when they see that there's an opportunity to buy this product, it just blends in. They're now clicking the link in your bio. They're going and buying your products. So that's one of the ways, one of the 3 ways to make money on Instagram in 2019. Now, what's way 2? Way 2 is for you brands. All of you guys out there like, hey, I want to build a brand. Okay, branding is great. I've got 106,000 followers on Instagram now. It's taken 2 years to get to this point. I've worked really hard on it. Some people will go faster. Some people will go slower. And guess what? Let me tell you something. Followers don't matter. There's a lot of people, I have 100,000 followers. I have 500,000 followers. I have 50,000 followers. Great. Are you making money? Because if you have 100,000 followers, there's no reason why you should not be making several $1,000s per month. I'm not talking 1, 2, 3. I'm talking 5, 10, 15, 20, $30,000. Followers don't equate to money. What equates to money is when you provide people value and you have a very good perception of value. You are perceived very valuable. You're perceived people want your stuff. And that's how you build a brand. So when it comes to branding on Instagram, think of what it is your mission that you're trying to accomplish. Okay, what is it that you do? Are you a watch company? Are you a travel agency? Do you make clothing? Do you have like custom jewelry? Do you have a consulting business? Now, what you want to do then is go, okay, here's my niche. Go find a few accounts in your niche that are on Instagram. I suggest that you find 5 that are absolute junk, and then find 5 that are absolute gold. Follow those 5. Look at the 5 that are literally horrible and find the commonalities. Like, what are they all doing the same? Probably follow, unfollow, probably like taking selfies in a bathroom or like on the toilet or with their grandma and putting some stupid quote over it, and all the fonts are different and it doesn't look professional. And they've got like 7 likes per post and 836 followers after 7 years. Like, don't do that. If they all look like that, don't do that. But look at the 5 accounts that are doing really well. Look at the commonalities. A lot of times what you're going to notice is that they have very clear, crisp pictures, and that their captions aren't like, what do you think? Thoughts on this? Should I do this? It's like, did you know that the Civil War actually happened from 1861 to 1865, and it could have been won in 1863, but a general actually went against Abraham Lincoln's orders and let the Confederacy retreat across the Potomac River. Like, you're giving them value. Like, why do you know this, Ben? You're giving them value. It's something that they wouldn't get on somebody else's profile. This is a reason that they're following you. Not just because of the pictures and the videos that you're posting, but because of the value in the captions. You're providing value. You are elevating your perceived value. And when you do that, your followers are much more genuine, and you can make a lot more on 1,000 followers than most people will on 10,000 or 100,000. So find a few accounts that are like very similar to what you're doing or as similar as possible. And I'm not saying model after them, but look at the character traits, look at the commonalities in it, and bring that into your own brand on Instagram. And then it's as simple as, hey, you've got multiple different ways you can drive traffic on Instagram without even running ads or spending money, okay? You've got your swipe ups that you can do, swipe up to a link in Instagram stories. Once you hit 10,000 followers, you can put a link in your bio, and you've even got Instagram TV that allows you to post up to 10-minute videos for non-verified accounts where you can give a little story or a little speech or have a presentation with a call to action to visit your site or do whatever it is. So you've got multiple ways to generate Instagram followers to actually go to your website, buy your products, your goods, or your services. So that's the second way on the 3 ways to make money on Instagram in 2019. Now, what is the third way, which is like a very, 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 very cool way, okay? Take a look at this screenshot that's popping up right now. You should see a conversation that I had with somebody about selling an Instagram account. Yeah, you can flip Instagram accounts. This is so cool. It's kind of like real estate, where maybe there's a developer that like buys a piece of land, builds a home, and then they have it finished for $250,000. They list it for $325,000. It sells for $320,000. They keep the $70,000 of profit, and they go do it again. Except this is with Instagram accounts. So what you're doing is going into marketplaces on Instagram, finding Instagram marketplaces on Facebook, on Telegram, all over the place, and finding places where people are actually selling Instagram accounts. And what I do is I keep like a spreadsheet. So I'll figure out what the price is, what the niche is. I'll identify if it's actually a good account, meaning like, hey, it looks like it's growing. It looks like it's got real followers, not fake. You don't want that fake bot stuff. That's horrible. And that it's got lots of comments. It's engaged. And the comments aren't like, wow, cool, awesome, bro. This is good, cool, awesome, dope. Love your feed. Those are all bot spammy comments. So I find accounts that are in these hidden marketplaces on Facebook and Instagram and Telegram and like all over the place, and I'll figure out like, okay, is it a good account? What niche is it in? What username? How many followers does it have? What's the price? And I'll go to the person selling it and be like, man, $400, gosh, I can't, sorry, man, I only have $250. No, $400. Like I said, I wouldn't give you my second best price the first time. I only have $250. I'll do it for $300. Like I said, man, I wouldn't be wasting your time. I'm sorry, I think I gotta go. I think this isn't for me. Okay, I'll do $250. Great, I'll get right back to you. You write that $250 down. You've now negotiated that you can get this account for $150 less. He was asking $400. Now you're able to get it for $250. So we know that. And then you go back out into these marketplaces and you advertise this. Hey, I've got an Instagram account for sale. You strike up a conversation. You have that person come message you. You show them the account. They look at it and go, okay, yeah, it's cool. All right. You tell them, all right, this is a $700 account. They go, I don't want to pay $700. I can pay $600. No, $650 is the best I can do. Okay, $650. Okay, send me the money, PayPal, Stripe, however you want to get paid, Venmo, Facebook money, whatever you want to do. Now you've got the $650. Then you go over to the seller that you've already negotiated buying it for $250. You send him $250. What do you have left? You've profited $400. Once again, here's an example of the last time that I did that. Now, this is something where you can make flips where you're doing a $500 profit or $1,600 like I just did here. I've done them as high as $5,000, $10,000. Even have a buddy that was offered $50,000 by Rolex for his account that he grew to 250,000 followers at that point. Now it's 800,000 followers. He said no then because he's selling it now and he's getting even more money. Those are 3 ways to make money on Instagram in 2019. Now, quick tip for all of you guys that are building brands really quick that I just want to explain, okay? Instagram, this is like in-depth stuff. So you're going to be like, okay, why does he know this? How does he know this? I've never thought of this. I've never been told this, okay? You can't go Google this stuff. Instagram has what they call a graphical sentiment bias, okay? It's called a graphical sentiment bias. And the reason that you want to know this is, for example, all of you guys that are like putting tons of quotes on your account and like the whole thing is just all quotes over a picture and it looks disgusting, like it looks like somebody just threw up and has 9 different diseases that just happened all at once, okay? That's bad. Instagram has a graphical sentiment bias, and what that means is they don't typically like to see more than 25% of the photo covered in text or watermarks, okay? And they will give a negative bias, or in other words, choose to possibly not show that content. Like, think of this. If 2 accounts have the same followers, they post the same picture, and they post at the same times, they literally are completely even, except one of them has over 25% text on the picture, and one of them has under 25% text on the picture. Instagram will choose a bias to show or to promote or to give more exposure to the piece of content that has less than 25% text on a picture. Now, it also has graphical sentiment bias towards trigger objects. What this means is if it looks like a negative image, if it looks like people are mad, or there's something violent going on, or there's lots of guns in it, or there's lots of blood or gore, guess what? They will not choose to expose that picture to the community of Instagram. So they have what they call a graphical sentiment bias. This is trigger objects. They prefer light over dark. They prefer openness and being outside or in an open environment over being confined inside. So they have graphical sentiment bias. So as you're building your brand or posting, just make sure that in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter if you're consulting or a real estate agent or motivational speaker or some empowering person, or you like to knit or crochet, or you play like professional badminton, and if that's a thing, just have a positive element about it. Don't be waving around guns and knives and blood and things like that in there. They have trigger objects that they don't like. So when you start posting, just remember, like, don't cover your whole entire image or video in text. Like, a portion of it's fine. They typically don't like to see more than 25%. And don't put like trigger objects in there. Don't be dark and gloomy. Be positive and uplifting, okay? Those are 3 ways to make money on Instagram in 2019. My name is Ben Oberg from Millionaire Mafia. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure if you're brand new to hit that notification bell. Also, make sure to drop a comment below. Let us know what you think. Hit that like button, and most importantly, take a look in the description because I have some resources for you guys that are really going to help you guys grow on Instagram, be able to make money on Instagram, be able to monetize your channel. And if you're brand new to getting started, there's some very important resources in the description that I want you guys to take a look at so you can ensure your success. You can make a killing on Instagram. I will see you in the next video.